Take a slow, steady breath and let the shoulders drop. Feel the spine lengthen, as though every vertebra is a note in a gentle song of comfort. In this quiet moment, know that there is nothing to prove and nowhere else to be. The heart is allowed to rest here, free from worry about numbers or deadlines. Sense the steady pulse of life within the chest, a kind rhythm that has always supported you. It is possible to sit in this softness and simply receive the gift of stillness. Allow the hands to uncurl and lie open, ready to welcome more ease. Feel the lightness that arrives when pressure dissolves and presence blooms. Each exhale carries away the tense stories whispered by hurried days. Right now, this space is yours and yours alone. Notice how the mind likes to wander toward old concerns, perhaps a bill waiting to be paid or a dream that feels too large. Let those thoughts drift past like clouds across a bright sky. They are just thoughts, and you are something far deeper. Under the surface, there is a stream of calm wisdom flowing through every cell. Rest your awareness on that stream for a heartbeat. It hums with reassurance that you are cared for. Even if life has seemed loud or chaotic, there is a soft current underneath, steady and unwavering. Breathe and let that current rise to the surface of awareness. Feel a warmth spread from the center of the chest outward, as though an inner sun has decided to shine just for you. This warmth holds kindness, patience, and an unspoken promise that plenty exists for you. Take your time to settle into it. With each inhale, the warmth grows brighter, melting any little knot of fear stuck in the stomach or throat. Perhaps the brow softens, perhaps the jaw loosens. These small signals remind the body that it is safe. Safety is powerful. It invites the nervous system to release its grip, and in that release, new ideas can take root. Picture the feet resting on solid ground. Feel supported from below, as if the earth itself has rolled out a soft, steady blanket. Security does not always come from figures in a bank account. It often comes from knowing that life itself is quietly conspiring in your favor. The floor, the chair, even the air are partners in this quiet dance of receiving. There is nothing you must force. The tide of life has carried you to this exact moment, and this moment is a doorway to greater plenty. Let the breath find a gentle rhythm, perhaps counting to 4 on the inhale and 4 on the exhale. This rhythm echoes the natural balance of give and take. There is harmony in breathing, a perfect example that receiving and releasing are equal partners. Notice how oxygen arrives without effort and carbon dioxide leaves without struggle. Prosperity works much the same way, allowing and releasing, inflow and outflow. Sit with that truth for a beat longer, feeling the smooth cycle within. If thoughts of past mistakes arise, greet them kindly and say, "Thank you for trying to protect me." Then let them pass. There is no need to argue with them. Any shame carried from earlier experiences can be set down like a heavy suitcase. It is not needed for the journey ahead. This resting place is about tenderness, not judgment. Feel how the chest can open wider once the weight is released. A larger internal space appears, ready to be filled with gentler beliefs. It may feel strange to pause in the middle of a busy life, yet this pause is the first quiet step toward an abundant mindset. All transformation begins in stillness. Think of a seed lying in dark soil. It holds enormous potential, yet it cannot sprout while being jostled. It must rest, gather strength, and trust the unseen process. You too are in a fertile moment of rest. Trust that unseen forces are nurturing new possibilities within you. Allow a faint smile to play at the corners of the mouth. Smiling, even softly, sends a signal to every cell that joy is welcome. Joy is not reckless, it is wise. It knows that gratitude and growth thrive together. As joy rises, feel grateful for this chance to start anew. Gratitude is the gentle rain that helps the seed break open. A single heartfelt thank you to life begins to soften the soil of the mind. In this comfortable stillness, set a simple intention. I am open to learning a new way with money. Whisper it inside the mind if that feels safer. The words do not need to be loud, they only need to be clear. Let the intention sink into the body like tea soaking into warm water, gradually flavoring every drop. There is no rush. Even if the mind argues, the body listens and begins to reshape itself around the new idea. As this quiet chapter closes, sense a gentle readiness for the next step. The mind has slowed, the body has softened, and the heart is curious. Know that a fresh story awaits, one where abundance is not a distant wish but a natural rhythm. Rest in the glow of this opening and allow the journey to unfold. The path to abundant living often begins with the stories told silently day after day. Many of those stories took shape early, long before there was any chance to question them. Perhaps as a child you heard, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or watched grown-ups argue about bills. Maybe you decided that dreaming big was risky or that wealth belonged to others. Those old sentences may still echo quietly in the background, guiding choices like unseen puppeteers. Today is an invitation to meet those echoing voices with compassion and guide them toward kinder words. Take another gentle breath. Picture the mind as a small, cozy room with walls made of beliefs. Some walls may be sturdy and loving, yet others may lean inward, blocking light. In this exercise, the walls that block light represent scarcity thinking. There is no need to knock them down in anger. Instead, explore them with curiosity. Touch a wall in the mind, a memory of being told that wanting more is greedy. Feel its texture, notice its age, acknowledge it. I see you, and I understand why you formed. Understanding is the key that unlocks the grip of old ideas. In that same inward room, imagine a gentle wind of kindness entering through an open window. The wind carries soft new phrases such as, "It is safe for me to thrive," or "Plenty is natural." Even if these phrases feel unfamiliar, allow the breeze to swirl around the room. Watch how it nudges the old, heavy walls. They begin to loosen their grip, tiny cracks appearing where light can slip through. The mind does not need to be forced. It responds to steady kindness. Now, call upon a memory of a time when life surprised you with a blessing. Maybe a friend paid for coffee or an opportunity surfaced out of nowhere. Hold that memory up like a lantern in the dark room. The glow reveals pieces of the scarcity wall that were actually illusions built from fear rather than truth. The more you illuminate those illusions, the more they crumble, returning to dust. Smile softly as the room brightens. Gently place a hand over the heart and say inwardly, "I am willing to release the old story." Feel a subtle shift as readiness grows. This single willingness is powerful. It signals to the mind that change is not only possible, but welcomed. The nervous system relaxes, knowing it will not be shamed for holding on to old patterns. Kindness creates the safest soil for new seeds to sprout. Take a mental pen and sheet of clear paper. Write, in large, friendly letters, a new opening sentence. Abundance flows toward me with ease. Notice how even the act of writing that line feels different in the body. Perhaps the shoulders lift or the breath becomes fuller. Let the new sentence sit on the page without pressure to be perfect. It is the first line of a fresh narrative where wealth is normal and benevolent. Spend a few moments watching scenes of previous scarcity beliefs fade like old film strips. Each strip may show a particular worry: fear of losing a job, dread of unexpected costs, guilt around asking for more. Witness them with gentle detachment. Offer silent thanks for how they once tried to keep you safe. Then watch them dissolve, leaving space on the screen for brighter images: ease while paying a bill, delight in sharing a gift, calm focus when planning for the future. Let these new scenes linger. Return attention to the body. Notice any places that feel lighter now, perhaps the back muscles or the belly. Change in the mind often brings immediate, subtle relief in the body. Trust these signals. They show that old stories are loosening their hold. The mind and body are partners. When one softens, the other follows. As this inner room becomes spacious and bright, invite a sense of curiosity about what comes next. Curiosity is the bridge between releasing the past and embracing the future. It asks gentle questions. How might life look when wealth feels friendly? Or, what small choice today could reflect abundant thinking? Sit with those questions without rushing to answer them. Curiosity can be a quiet hum guiding each step forward. Finally, acknowledge that rewriting a life story is not a single event but an ongoing practice. Each day brings chances to choose words of generosity over words of lack. Commit in your heart to noticing and choosing with gentleness. Feel the room of the mind expand one more time, welcoming wider horizons. The next phase will offer practical words and rhythms to support this fresh narrative. Rest for a moment in the light and openness you have allowed. Words carry power, and self-talk is the script that directs that power. Up until now, the mind may have repeated unhelpful lines without question. Today, new lines arrive, rich and supportive. Speak them softly within, or if privacy allows, speak them aloud so the ears can receive them too. Begin with a simple phrase: I am open to prosperous ideas. Pause and feel how it lands. Let it ripple through the body like water finding every corner of a garden. Next, try. Every day, the flow of life brings more than enough. Take a full inhale, and on the exhale, picture that sentence sinking into the soil of the subconscious. It does not matter if the mind argues. Arguments signal that the new belief is stretching unused muscles. Thank the mind for its concern and repeat the phrase once more with kindness. Consistency turns new words into living truth. A third line offers playful confidence. Money loves to visit me, and I welcome it kindly. Notice any small smile arising. Smiles make room for receptivity. Let the line echo through the chest cavity like a friendly bell. Feel a warmth bloom there. Warmth is a sign the nervous system is accepting the message. Finally, whisper, I honor my worth, and life mirrors that honor back to me. As these words settle, observe subtle shifts. Perhaps the spine straightens or the breath deepens. Honor and worth intertwine, forming a magnet for supportive experiences. Take time with this sentence. Let it nestle deep. When should these phrases be repeated? Choose 2 gentle pauses each day, once upon waking and once before resting. Morning repetition sets the compass toward abundance, while evening repetition allows the subconscious to weave the message into dreams. Speak each line slowly, allowing silence between them. Silence is the fertile ground where the seed sinks deeper. During daily routines, standing in line at a store, waiting for a kettle to boil, slide one phrase into the mind's quiet pocket. Short moments of practice stack like bricks, building a sturdy house of belief. Should a bill appear and spark old worry, pause, place a hand on the heart, and softly say, "Every day the flow of life brings more than enough." Breathe and watch anxiety loosen its knot. If privacy is scarce, practice mentally. The inner voice is always available. Coupling the words with small physical gestures, pressing thumb to forefinger, rolling shoulders back, helps anchor the message in the body. Over time, the gesture alone may spark the abundant thought, creating a quick bridge back to calm. Writing the phrases amplifies their strength. Keep a small notebook labeled "Prosperous Thoughts." In it, copy each line in your own handwriting. The act of writing engages more senses, deepening the imprint. Revisit the notebook during lunch breaks or before meetings. Treat it as a friend who whispers encouragement. For variety, adjust the phrases to suit different moments. While preparing a meal, soften into "Nourishment and wealth are always present for me." While setting goals, breathe in, "Opportunity opens wide, and I step forward." The exact words may shift, yet the root feeling remains, the assurance that life is generous and you are deserving. Notice changes over time. Perhaps an unexpected refund arrives, or a creative idea surfaces that leads to new income. Celebrate each sign, no matter how small. Celebration reinforces the neural pathways of prosperity. A joyful "thank you" said aloud after receiving even a coin can be fuel for greater flow. When doubt whispers, answer with patience rather than force. Say, "Thank you for sharing. I choose this new thought instead." Replace the old line with a chosen affirmation. Doubt may soften, retreating like mist before morning light. Persistent kindness is stronger than sudden willpower. Carry the knowledge that these new lines, consistently rehearsed, will weave themselves into the fabric of daily life. They will guide choices, perhaps to save wisely, invest bravely, or share generously. Words create pathways. Soon the feet follow them with trust. Keep the notebook close, the voice gentle, and the heart open. In this steady practice, the mindset of $7 million is not a distant peak. It is a growing garden tended day by day. Let us return now to the body, not to fix it or judge it, but simply to listen. Every organ, every bone, every inch of skin carries messages. The body is wise, and it remembers everything the mind has ever believed. For those who have held on to fear around money, the body may show that fear in tight shoulders, a stiff jaw, or a racing heart when discussing finances. Let's approach those places with love, not criticism. Bring one hand gently to the heart and one to the belly. Breathe in slowly, feeling both hands rise. Breathe out, letting the body soften just a little. This act alone is enough to start a new relationship with money, with the self, and with life. Feel how the breath moves through the body. It doesn't rush, it doesn't beg for space, it simply arrives and it leaves. That is the rhythm of abundance, receiving and releasing. When we hold our breath, we signal to the body that something is not safe. But when we breathe deeply, we say, "I trust life to provide for me." Breathe in again and feel the shoulders drop. That release is wealth. That ease is abundance. There is no need to prove anything, just to allow what already wants to come in. Now scan the body gently. Notice the throat. Does it feel tight? Many people who struggle with abundance feel a block here because the throat is where truth is spoken. If it's hard to say, "I deserve more," the throat may close up. Place a hand there for a moment. Whisper softly, I give myself permission to receive, even if it feels odd at first. Let the sound pass through. Feel the vibration under your hand. The body is listening. Every cell is leaning in, waiting for your next kind word. Move attention to the chest. This is the center of giving and receiving. It is the home of compassion. So often, this area becomes guarded when life has felt unfair. You may feel a shell or a tightness here. That's okay. Instead of pushing it away, meet it with a breath. Speak kindly within. It is safe for me to open to more. Picture this sentence like a warm cloth being draped over the heart. No need to force anything. Just sit with it. Let's not forget the stomach. This is the space of digestion, not only of food, but of experiences, emotions, and beliefs. It often tenses when we're afraid of not having enough. Say quietly to this space, I am fully nourished by life. Let the body take in the meaning, as if sipping warm tea. If emotions come, let them rise. They're just energy moving out of storage. The body responds faster than the mind. With each new loving thought, it begins to soften, shift, realign. There's no rush. The nervous system relaxes when we offer gentleness, and that opens the gate for creative thoughts, new ideas, and supportive connections. This is not about getting rich overnight. It is about becoming a clear, open vessel that can carry the energy of wealth without fear. Inhale again, and now bring your attention to your legs and feet. These parts ground us. They are the bridge between sky and earth. When they feel stable, we feel stable. Imagine your feet planted firmly into rich, fertile soil. That soil holds all the nourishment you need. Say inwardly, I stand on a foundation of support. Feel the earth respond. Stability does not come from hoarding. It comes from knowing that there is always more where that came from. As the body settles into this awareness, notice how thoughts begin to change as well. The mind may feel less frantic, more spacious. Ideas that once seemed far away might float closer. This is the power of alignment. When the mind and body agree on worthiness, miracles follow quietly and naturally. You do not have to force the change. You only need to allow it. If you feel resistance anywhere, greet it with kindness. Resistance is not an enemy. It's a part of you that still believes it needs to protect you from disappointment. Say gently, thank you for trying to keep me safe. I'm choosing a new way now. That simple act of acknowledgement turns resistance into cooperation. End this moment with a full breath. Let the air fill your entire body with the message, it is safe for me to receive. My body supports my wealth. Feel that truth not only in your head, but in your chest, your hands, your knees. This is not just mental work, it is cellular. Every part of you is learning a new language, one of ease, trust, and expansion. Stand now, if possible. Stretch the arms wide, open the chest, and take up more space. Say quietly, I welcome more. Let the body remember this shape. Abundance has a posture, open, grounded, soft. Take this posture with you throughout the day. Let your breath be your reminder that life flows through you, and money is simply one part of that loving stream. When standing before a mirror, something remarkable happens. You are no longer just thinking, you are witnessing. You are meeting the person behind all the beliefs, behind all the history, behind all the effort, and that person is beautiful. That person is deserving. That person is enough. Walk to the mirror or visualize one if needed. Look gently into your own eyes. Do not search for flaws or try to fix anything. Just look. There you are, alive, breathing, curious. Say softly, I am open to abundance in all forms. See how those words look on your face. Let your expression remain soft. No need to smile unless it comes naturally. Pause. Look deeper. Say, I'm a magnet for loving wealth. Watch the eyes. Watch how they respond. Perhaps they glisten. Perhaps they soften. There may be discomfort, and that's okay too. The mirror shows us not just our face, but our beliefs. If it feels strange, you're in the right place. Growth is happening. Now place a hand on your heart and speak slowly. I honor myself. I honor the value I bring to the world. Let those words settle into your bones. Feel them touch old places inside that were told otherwise. This is a moment of rewriting. You're not erasing the past. You're building a new path forward. Say again, I am ready to see myself as someone who thrives. This is not arrogance. This is recognition. It is seeing yourself as someone who deserves to live with ease, to make choices from love, not fear. And it begins in this mirror. If tears come, welcome them. Tears are the body's way of releasing years of built-up belief. They are not weakness. They are proof of transformation. Let them fall without wiping them away too fast. Let them be part of the ritual. Continue to gaze at yourself. Now offer one last line. I am my most valuable asset, and I treat myself accordingly. Watch how your body responds. There might be a straightening of the spine, a deeper breath, a sense of quiet pride. That's real. That's your truth. Practice this mirror work once a day. Even a few minutes creates ripples. Over time, the person looking back at you will change. Not because they're different, but because your vision has cleared. You'll begin to see your worth more easily, and others will follow. If you can, write the mirror affirmations on a small note and place it beside the mirror. Let it greet you in the morning and soothe you at night. These words are your new companions, gentle, loyal, and true. This is not just a routine. This is a sacred meeting with yourself, for yourself, as yourself. Let this space always be filled with kindness and honesty. It is here that the wealthy version of you first appears, not in a number or a paycheck, but in a gaze that says, I see you, I believe in you, I love you. And that gaze, that's where miracles begin. When we think of gratitude, many imagine it as a response, something that happens after something good arrives. But real gratitude is not only a reaction, it is a practice, a way of being. It is the sunlight that helps unseen seeds sprout long before the fruit appears. Gratitude is a magnet for more of what you desire, not because it's a trick, but because it shifts your energy to one of fullness. And when you feel full, life flows toward you more easily. Begin this moment by closing the eyes and taking one gentle breath in. As you exhale, bring to mind one thing that feels good right now. It doesn't have to be large. Maybe it's the way the air feels on your skin or the gentle rhythm of your breath. Say quietly, thank you for this. Let that gratitude fill the space between thoughts. You are building a new habit, one of looking for the good instead of scanning for the lack. Now, open your heart just a little wider. Think of 3 areas in life where you already feel abundance. It may be love, peace, ideas, friendships, or even lessons that have helped you grow. Let each one come gently. With each one, say softly inside, I am so grateful. Allow that feeling to warm the body like sunlight warming the earth after winter. Then take a step further. Think of something you desire that hasn't shown up yet. Maybe a certain amount of money, a home, an opportunity. Instead of saying, I wish, say, I'm grateful that this is already on its way to me. This small shift in language tells life that you're ready, that you're not waiting with desperation, but welcoming with trust. Gratitude is the door you leave open for blessings to walk through. Take a few quiet moments to journal now if possible. Write this prompt, "Today I am thankful for," and let your pen or thoughts flow. Don't force it to be perfect, just let your heart speak. Then write, "I'm grateful for the wealth I'm becoming ready to receive." This sends a message deep into your subconscious. It says, "Yes, I believe." Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring challenges. It means remembering that even in the midst of difficulty, there is something sacred happening. Gratitude lifts you above the storm so you can see the rainbow forming in the distance. Keep this practice simple. A morning thank you before rising, a nightly whisper of appreciation before bed. These are not chores, they are anchors keeping you connected to your abundance. Whenever doubt creeps in, turn to gratitude like a lighthouse. Let it guide you home to the truth that you are already blessed and more is on its way. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into miracles. Let every thank you be a seed of increase. Life hears you, and it always responds. Abundance does not arrive only in thoughts or feelings. It arrives most powerfully in action, and not always in big, grand gestures. Sometimes the most profound shift begins with a single small step. When you take inspired action, you declare to life, "I trust that I am supported," and life in turn meets that declaration with open arms. Think about one small thing you could do today that aligns with your abundant self. It might be organizing your wallet, blessing every dollar inside it and saying, "You are welcome to grow." It might be donating a few coins with a loving heart, not because you have to, but because giving creates space to receive. Each of these acts may seem minor, but they carry massive energetic power when done with intention. Taking action is not about striving, it's about alignment. If you believe you are becoming someone who handles large amounts of money wisely and lovingly, then take one step in that direction today. Perhaps it's reading a book about prosperity, setting a clear financial intention, or saying no to something that drains you. Every aligned action you take reinforces the truth that you are ready to live in fullness. You do not need to be fearless to act. You just need to be willing to stretch, to show up, to believe in yourself enough to try something new. It could be as simple as changing the way you speak about money. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," say, "I'm choosing to direct my money elsewhere." That single shift reclaims your power. The universe does not require perfection. It responds to consistency. Small steps, taken with loving belief, build a new path. And that path always leads to more. Every time you choose differently, even just once, you send a ripple into your future. Keep sending those ripples. They will grow into waves. Let yourself feel proud of every step you take. Celebrate them. Smile at your reflection after a generous gesture. Acknowledge the courage it takes to act in faith, especially when results are still forming. Inspired action is not about the outcome. It's about becoming the kind of person who lives in alignment with the life they say they want. You are not just calling abundance in with words, you are welcoming it with your walk. And that walk becomes easier with each loving step. Now imagine creating a sacred space for your prosperity, a place where abundance knows how to reach you. This space is energetic, not just physical. It lives in your habits, your language, your openness. It is a container, a way to catch the blessings that are trying to find you. One way to create this container is through what we might call a wealth ledger. Not a harsh budget or a cold report, but a living, breathing space where you track how money flows in and how you honor it as it flows out. This is not for control, it's for connection. Each dollar you note is a signal. I see you. I appreciate you. And like any energy, what is appreciated grows. Take a small notebook or open a page in your journal. Label two gentle columns, money in and money out. At the top, write a line of gratitude. All that comes to me is for my highest good. Each day, jot down anything that comes to you, money found, gifts received, even compliments or support. In the other column, write what you chose to spend or give, along with a word of blessing. For example, groceries, thank you for nourishment. This simple act of awareness creates a container that wealth can trust. Just as plants need pots to hold them, money needs space where it feels respected, and when it feels respected, it returns. This is not superstition, it is energetic law. Where there is structure with love, there is growth with ease. Also consider your language. Are you creating a space with your words, or are you closing doors without realizing it? When you say, I always have enough and more is coming, you widen the channel. When you say, I'm broke, you tighten it. Words are like rivers. They carve the space money flows through. Choose words that flow with grace. Let your home reflect this container as well. Keep a small corner tidy and beautiful, a place that feels like wealth already lives there. Perhaps it's a vase of flowers, a scented candle, a small symbol of abundance. You are telling life. This is where blessings live when they arrive. Don't overthink it. Just begin. A few lines in a notebook, a shift in a sentence, a tidy shelf with love in it. That is how you build your container. And once it is built, life begins to fill it. Slowly at first, then generously. Because what you prepare for with love is what shows up with joy. Morning and evening hold a special kind of magic. These are the times when the conscious and subconscious meet, the changing of the guard, so to speak. And in these quiet transitions, we can plant the most powerful seeds. A daily ritual doesn't need to be long or complicated. It just needs to be sincere. In the morning, before the world rushes in, sit for just one moment. Place your hands on your heart and say, today, I open to receive. Feel that sentence echo inside the chest. Then stretch the body gently as if waking up every cell to the idea of prosperity. Follow with a breath and a smile. Say an affirmation of your choice, one that fits your heart that day. Perhaps, I am ready for unexpected good, or money comes to me in both expected and surprising ways. In the evening, as the day winds down, close your eyes again, breathe in slowly, then exhale the day. Whisper softly, I trust life to support me even in sleep. Let that become a lullaby to your mind. Light a candle or place your hand over your belly and speak a gratitude aloud. Thank you for all that I received today and for what is already on its way. These simple bookends to your day form a structure of intention. They tell your mind, this is who I am now. And the more often you repeat these small rituals, the more your inner world will shift to match the truth that you are abundant, worthy, and supported. Some may wonder, do these little things really matter? Yes, they do, because small, consistent practices become big changes over time. These rituals are how you stay rooted in belief when circumstances try to pull you away. They're how you keep your heart open, even when fear knocks at the door. Carry these moments with you throughout the day. A deep breath before opening a bill, a soft word of affirmation while walking, a glance at your wealth ledger to remind you of your power. These are not tasks, they are love notes to your future self. Life responds to devotion, and these rituals are your gentle daily declaration. I am devoted to becoming who I truly am. As we come to the close of this gentle journey together, know this: you are already more abundant than you realize. Not because of what sits in the bank or what waits in the mailbox, but because of the truth of who you are. You are a channel for good things. You are a home for miracles. You are a reflection of a life that loves to give. Abundance is not a destination. It is a frequency, a soft, steady rhythm you can return to again and again. With every breath, with every word, with every small, loving act, you align yourself more and more with that rhythm. So take one last breath with me. Feel it move gently through the body. Say to yourself with great love, I am ready, I am open, I am enough. And let those words carry you forward, not in a rush, but in a calm, steady unfolding. You do not have to do everything at once. Just one kind thought, one generous belief, one small action at a time. That is how $7 million of mindset begins, and the universe is already responding. Let the journey continue in love, in trust, and in joy. You are not alone. You are guided. You are powerful. And life is so very ready to bless you